Welcome back to Exposing Human Trafficking. This is a really horrible story to say and tell, but somebody asked about spirits coming in with multiple personality disorder, and my doctors are seeing that it's true because, like I mentioned in the previous video, there's some personalities that they've lived before, and their clothes are from different time periods, and they always have the same clothes on. And they're different ages, different genders. They have first and last names. They'll tell you where they lived, when they lived. They'll tell you things about what was going on. It's real interesting. And then when we look up these people now, thanks to things like Ancestry.com or historical records, we find out that the things they told us about at that time period went on, and it's really interesting. We're kind of like wondering if they are spirit guides, departed spirits that came to help me because of the situation involved, or maybe some are past lives. We don't know. But my stepfather, George Bermuda Sr., was a pedophile, and he liked to play a game called Witches, where he believed if you were sexually abused, that you would become a witch, because spirits would take possession of you. Even though they say multiple personality disorder has nothing to do with possession, they're finding out that, there are some spirits, and, even the DSM is still discovering what exactly is multiple personality disorder. Are they alter egos? Are they ways for you to manifest your inhibitions? We're still learning. Everybody's still learning. My stepfather would also photograph myself and other children, nude and engaging in certain actions. The story I'm going to tell you is pretty bad. I'm going to try to be as delicate as I can. My, gosh, I don't even know how to say this. I want to protect the victim and not give away too much information. There was a big occasion in the house, in the family. Very special occasion. And one of our close friends, my sister and I's, she came to be involved in the celebration. With everything going on, everything was like, real busy. We had people coming in from out of state, out of the country, out of town. It was a big deal event. And some people were staying in the house, some people were getting hotels. The house was completely full. People were sleeping in the sofa, in the chairs, in the bedrooms. It was full house. And our friend arrived, and she'd never been to America. She didn't even speak English. She's from Puerto Rico. And with everybody rushing here and there, and we gotta go get this and go get that, we gotta get this one at the airport, and we gotta go buy this last minute thing, and we have this other thing that needs to be taken care of for this big event. And I was in my bedroom. I was, cleaning up my room. My sister didn't live at home anymore, but she was going to stay in the room with me, and so was our friend. And everybody else had left. The house was empty. It was just me, her, the friend, and my disgusting rapist, pedophile, human trafficking, child porn making stepfather, George Bermuda Sr. He told me he needed to talk to her for something. I thought it was about the event. And I had my Walkman on. I used to always wear a Walkman and listen to music while I was doing things. I was an 80s girl. This was, I want to say, like 1992, 93. I was 25 years old. And so I figured they were talking, and I just kept I was like trying to make the beds. We had brought in some lawn chairs that had really thick cushions, and I was gonna give them my bed, my friend. I was gonna sleep on the lawn chair, and sweeping and mopping, and try to make everything cozy and comfortable. And I was looking forward to our little slumber party. And I had a cassette, and when the cassette finished, I heard screaming. And I took off my Walkman, and I kept hearing screaming, and I ran to my my parents' bedroom, and my stepfather was raping my friend. She was a virgin too. In Puerto Rico, we're raised that you're supposed to wait till you get married. And you're supposed to wait for your wedding night. And you're only supposed to have one man in your life. She had just gotten engaged, and she had a boyfriend. He was the only boy she had ever kissed. She had an engagement ring on too, which my stepfather did not respect. In Puerto Rico, engagement rings and wedding rings are sacred, and they're to be respected. We never take them off unless, like, we're doing dishes or something. We don't want it to fall down the drain. But we never take those rings off. It never leaves our body. And I was furious. It was too much. And my alters took over. They started screaming and yelling. She was crying. He got off of her. She ran to the bathroom for safety. There was blood everywhere. And as he was getting dressed, one of my alters beat the shit out of him. Started slapping the shit out of him. And he said, I'm not going to do anything to you because I know those are the spirits inside of you. But no matter how many bad spirits we try to put inside of you, only good ones come out. And he left the room. When he had left the house, I told my friend it was safe to come out. And she was crying. I got her clothes. I called 911. They told me they couldn't do anything unless she called them. Again, the cops didn't want to do shit. I told her, but she didn't want to ruin this special event. And she called her boyfriend, who'd also flown in, that was staying in a hotel, to come get her so she could go back home to Puerto Rico. That's how Puerto Rico is. She wouldn't stay with her boyfriend because they weren't married. And she was supposed to be safe at my house. I left all the blood everywhere. I didn't clean anything up. And when everybody came back, my mom asked what all the blood was about. And she didn't do anything. I had pretty much given up on that woman doing anything anyway. And she cleaned it up. This is how these disgusting Satanists work. Nothing could be done about anything. My friend was gone. She didn't want to upset the special occasion. The cops didn't want to come over when I reported it, even though I had caught them in the act. Because the cops always said there had to be a witness, and now there was one, but they still didn't care. They were supposed to send someone over, but they didn't. Because they were paid too, more than likely. There's nothing I could do about it. Except beat his ass. And this is the way my altars have been protecting. Because there has been no help on the outside. The justice system has been so compromised that all we could do is engage in self-defense as situations come up. And I thank the God and Goddess for my altars that have been the ones to cope with everything going on. Of course, it didn't stop him. He went on to rape another one of my friends later on. And they trafficked her, and now she's catatonic because they came back years later to extort money from her. And she had a complete nervous breakdown. So this is why spirits have to come and help. So give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't, hit that notification bell, and share so that there's not one more victim of human trafficking. Because I remember a couple days after this occasion, my stepfather was bragging that they had gotten another virgin for Satan, and he was bragging about how there was blood everywhere. And when I walked into the room, he and his friends froze when they saw one of my altars manifest, or switch, or whatever you want to call it. And they knew that they should not continue this conversation. Thank you.